Hey, it's Mrs. Albrecht here. I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on the final stages of your photo essay. We'll be going to the computer lab today to make final revision and editing changes, but the other thing you're going to need to do when you go to the computer lab is insert the photos for your photo essay. And I'm going to show you how to do that a couple of different ways, depending on if you brought your photos from home on a flash drive or if you're going to be searching on the internet for your pictures. So I have here in front of me my photo essay, 3 paragraphs, takes about a page. The first thing you're going to want to do is make all your revision and editing changes. So go through and add your new sentences, make any, excuse me, make any spelling, capitalization, punctuation changes. And then once your photo essay is written the way you want it, you can go ahead and change the spacing back to single because we don't want it to be double spaced on the final. So you'll select it all, go to paragraph, click the arrow, choose single, and your essay should go to single spaced. So once you've made all your changes, put it back to single spacing so your whole photo essay fits on one page. Your title should be a little bit bigger than the rest of you can see mine is 16, whereas my actual paragraphs are 14. Font size is usually 12 to 14. And as far as font kind, it defaults to Calibri. A couple other ones that you can use, Times New Roman, Comic Sans, Century Gothic, those are all good just print fonts. I don't want any funky fonts, any fonts that are all caps. It just needs to be a regular print font. And then make sure you save any of your changes after you make your revisions, and then it's time for you to put into your pictures. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to do this. Pictures in Word don't go in perfectly, but it works. You kind of have to play around with them a little bit to get them where you want them, but it works. So I have my cursor right here because I'm going to put a picture that goes with paragraph 1. Whether you get it on the internet, you brought it from home, you kind of want your picture to go with the paragraph. So I'm going to go to Insert, Picture, and you're going to search for wherever you have your picture saved. So this first one is if you brought pictures on a flash drive, you're going to search for them. So you'll probably double click My Computer, find your flash drive, open it, find the picture you want. I'm just going to grab a picture from a file here at school of my friend and I, Miss Katie. Obviously my picture comes in way too huge, and you'll see that it it bumped down my whole photo essay. Like, my photo essay is crazy. Just relax, we can fix that. First thing you're gonna have to do is resize your photos. When you're resizing a photo, you should never use these side little boxes because they will distort your photo. Obviously we don't want our photo to look like that, or this top one, we don't want our photo to look like that. So don't ever use the top or the sides. You always want to use a corner, because if you use a corner, the picture will change equally, length and width, or height and width. So I'm going to make my picture a decent size so you can still see it, but you'll notice it's still messing up my paragraph. So what you're going to need to do is right click, and I'm going to choose Wrap Text. It's this little image with a dog in it. So if your version is a little bit different, sometimes it's up here in Picture Layout, or up here, Wrap Text, but it's always that little dog in the text. So if you're ever looking for it, just look for this little image. And when you hover over this, you get a bunch of options, and you can kind of hover over them and see what they do to your picture and see which one you want. Typically, when I'm putting a picture in with text, I use tight. And then you can move your picture anywhere you want, and until it stops getting in the way of your essay. You see how the paragraph kind of goes around it. Just move it around until, like, you don't want 2 words over here. You want to make sure your picture ends up kind of off to the side, but your paragraph kind of wraps around it. So that's picture number 1. So I took that picture from a file. This time I'm going to take my picture from the internet. So I'm going to go to Google and I want a picture of an apple. So I'm going to search apple, but then I'm going to choose images. A bunch of apples come up. I like this red one here. You're going to click on it. Do not grab it from right here, so don't right click right here. You're not getting a full-size image there, and you don't want that. So you actually want to click on the image till it opens up like this. Right click and copy. You can go ahead and save it too. Either way works. I just copy and paste. So we're going to copy the image, and then we're going to go back to our Word document, right click, and choose paste. Now again, it comes in way too huge, messes up our paragraph. Click on it, use the corners to resize it how big you want, like that. Right click, wrap text. Again, I usually choose tight, and then I kind of move it wherever it kind of fits and makes my paragraph. It does make the paragraph look a little wonky because my picture is a little big with a white border, so you might just want to keep resizing it until your paragraph looks like that one was kind of in the way, until your paragraph looks the way you want it to. You don't want words out here on the edge. And then my final one, I'm going to do another one from a file, insert, picture. I'm going to choose this one. Comes in way too huge. Resize. Again, it's messing up my paragraph. Right click, wrap text. I'm going to choose tight. And that one actually came in quite nice. It just fit right in there, my paragraph wrapped around it. So there you have your 3 pictures, and you need 3 pictures. And then the last thing you'll have to do is give your pictures a caption. And the easiest way to do that is to do a text box. So click anywhere in your document, insert, text box. You're going to choose simple, and then you can say, this is my friend Katie and I. Kind of resize your text box, and you're going to do the same thing you did with your picture. Right click, except this time for wrapping text, you just want to say in front of text. Then you can move this box wherever you want. You can put it right there, move it wherever you want, put it next to them, make it a little smaller. It's a little too small. And then you can put a caption on your picture. If you don't want to see this border on your text box, just say format, shape, and then you want line style, line color, no line. So line color, no line. Then you end up with just a nice caption on your picture there. So again, you're gonna, when you want a caption, click anywhere, insert, text box, simple, type what you want. I love apples. Whee! Make it a little smaller. Right click, wrap the text. I always do in front of text when it comes to these, just so I can put them wherever I want. If I don't want that border, right click, format shape, line color, no line, and there's your caption. Oops. My text box ended up in there. So you need to put captions on each of these, and then you just need to kind of read it one last time, make sure it's good to go. Your name should be on it somewhere in here. And once you think it's good, do a final save and print. And this will be your final draft that you turn in for a grade.